How will he reply?
The bowler looks really confident.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs.
How will the bowler respond?
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Hasaranga from the Van Vahar colony end.
Some adjustments to the field. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
No, terrible shot. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Inglis drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
We can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Sampson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Cuts that off well in the infield. They've gone up here. Yeah, the keeper's really gone up, as do the surrounding fielders. They seem convinced. Could be a review coming up.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? The fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful. Missed it. Stumping opportunity. Hasaranga straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Couldn't get it through the field. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Stoinis ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be forward.
Straight through the line of the ball. Right out of the middle of the bat.
And Leota, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Great shot, pulled straight to back and square leg goal. Doesn't beat the infield. Three added in that over. Punjab are 2 for 66.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Power and precision in that shot.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4. Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
Might look to go big again here.
Can't get that outside the ring field. But it drops safely. The Royals with a strong appeal. That should be given. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
The
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Was quick onto that in the infield. Deshpande getting a wicket in that over. Really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters. Hasaranga from the Van Vahar colony end. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Square cut, finds point, no run. Straight to the fielder.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Punjab are 3 for 83. Tikshana, the spinner, coming into the attack. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot, gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Great commitment. End of the over. 7 off it. Punjab are 3 for 90. Going with pace now.
The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Going more defensive now with the field choice.
Huge edge. A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
The field's providing a bit more support for the bowler, the captain giving them some leeway.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. Punjab are 3 for 99. Tikshana from the Garganash Temple end. Good shot. A beauty.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Maxwell has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Time that perfectly.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Gets that away.
That was a brilliant boundary. Really well timed and now starting to get the runs ticking over.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for four.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Nearly gets the edge. Tikshana with a great delivery there. The Royals has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Archer coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Oh, he's played that well. Backward a point through gully, and that's 4 more. racing away.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Maxwell advances and probes the barrier with absolute disdain. Cut away for four. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Edge, but it drops safely. They've gone up here. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on the length is obviously the way to go. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Open the shoulder and lofted that over the cover. That'll be 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. How will the bowler respond?
Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions and what a catch.
That was a blistering knock right on top of the bowling. Tried once too many times. The show ends, but they'll receive a warm reception from the crowd.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn. Round and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Well, now that could be out. Out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot. Just sailed away.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going. How will he reply?
Good fielding out in the boundary. Power and precision in that shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
14 runs out of there. Punjab are falling for 147.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Archer from the Van Vahar colony end. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be full.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder.
A change in the field. More emphasis on defence.
The Royals with a massive shout. Got that away nicely. Couldn't get it through the field. A lovely shot, just rocks back and puts it away.
Doesn't worry about going down the ground with a 4 square of the wicket. A very professional innings this. Passes 50. Will certainly be looking to push on.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. Cuts that off well in the infield. Nice shot, straight to gully. Brilliant diving stop. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. Punjab are 4 for 159.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Van Vahar colony end. Oh, that's beautifully struck right out of the guts end all the way.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Sampson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. drilled that one away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Full toss and worked off the pads nicely, but well before.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
And that's the end of the innings. Punjab have set a target of 180 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball. Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Timed perfectly down the pitch. Oh, but crashes into the bowler's stumps. Pretty unlucky there. They should be able to get a single out of it, though. There's a chance if it hits. smacked away. It may carry over the fielder for a maximum.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Takur, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Misses everything. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Takur shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Doesn't beat the infield. That's the over. The Royals are none for 29.
With 2 overs completed in the power play and at 12 plus and over, they're just ahead of the required run rate. Superb start.
Going with spin now. Ooh, misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. That is quite extraordinary. Jaiswal, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Textbook 6, timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Oh my, that's racing away.
Read that really well. Fantastic back foot shot that's raced through the infield, straight to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. The Royals are none for 46. Takul from the Van Vahar colony end. Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Straight to the fielder. Good pick up, big chance. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great running.
The first wicket gone, the opening partnership is broken. You can see the relief on the bowler's face. Another quick wicket and they'll be into the middle order.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 6 runs added in the over. The Royals are 1 for 52.
4 overs down and the captain won't be too happy with his bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit and bring in a 4th or a 5th change just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around. Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. And out, 2 wickets, 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
It's another wicket, the 4th. Sometimes you just have to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. It's going a long way. What a shot.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. That one's gone. Oh, great running.
An innings that promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Hetmeyer ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. No, terrible shot. Out, good catch.
Really getting into the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Now 6 for 73.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Hasaranga taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Over the infield with a cracking shot. He's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Got that away nicely. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Royals are 6 for 78.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though.
A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Drilled that one.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
That was a lovely strike down the ground. Managed it so easily.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
For 95.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and they've been put away.
Singh, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the Garganash Temple end. Hasaranga waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Oh, my. Oh, that's just flown off the mitt.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out the deep. There's some serious work to cut it off.
Finds the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting. Bra, the left-arm orthodox bowlers, coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Fantastic catch. Lolon had to run adjacently a fair bit, and they've held on to it. Great cricket. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 4 runs coming off it. The Royals are 7 for 115.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Goes in the air and gets good purchase.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Nice shot. Cut away. Running towards the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. And there's no point chasing that.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away. 16 runs out of there. The
batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Bra from the Van Vahar colony end. Misses everything. Cuts that off well in the infield. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
The batsman.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. End of the over, 2 runs added. The Royals are 8 for 133.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shots that's raced to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Needs to be on target. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Royals are 8 for 142.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Perfectly timed. Smacks that away through the gap. Goes over the top with that shot. A direct hit and this could be gone. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Massive outside edge. Massive appeal. Just been missing.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you think.
136.
Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Nice solid defensive shot. 4 runs added in the over. The Royals 59 for 146.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Jensen over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Sharma, stand and deliver. Holds the pose, the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Goes with it and helps it on its way. Didn't bother keeping the hook shot down.
Jensen has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Oh yes, holds on to that under huge pressure. They've done it.
Punjab get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the victory.
Hope to see you again soon. good evening, one and all. You join us for this T20 between the Delhi Capitals and Gujarat. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be treated to a spectacular contest.
Thanks, Ali. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
The visitors win the toss and will bowl first.
Oh, it's a loud crowd as the players make their way out. Some really strong players on both sides, capable of scoring quick runs, big hits, and the bowlers, they'll be looking to take quick wickets. The pitch, that should provide a fantastic contest. Opening ball coming up. The umpire... signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled.
The field's providing a bit more support for the bowler, the captain giving them some leeway.
Goes over the top with that shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Couldn't get it through the field. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. And finds the inside edge. Well bowled. Out. Good catch close to the ground. Oh wow. Brilliant reactions and what a catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Wow, that's missed the lot. End of the over. 8 off it. Delhi are 1 for 8.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Could be close. Gone. Caught. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air. And have taken a good catch.
They trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail. He's got their tail up.
Glanced away nicely, but fine, short, fine leg. Full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Did well before.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. 5 runs added in the over. Delhi are 2 for 13. Rabada from the stadium end. Doesn't beat the infield. Finds the fielder with that shot. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Edge, but it drops safely. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Everyone's gone up. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Gone! Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Misses everything. The Titans has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
4 down, and it feels like they're stuck in first gear at the moment. Need to go up a notch soon.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the stadium end. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. He's quick onto that in the infield. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4. Good fielding out in the boundary. The Titans needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
Someone needs to grab some wickets and fast. Not enough productivity so far, despite some great bowling.
Incredible. What a grab. An absolute screamer. Diving away to the side, taking a great catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. The Titans with a massive shout.
Catch it!
Worked away. That's a nice single. The end of another tidy over. Good to see the pressure starting to build on the batters.
It's a tough start, but soon the field will spread and they can start pushing for 2s and 3s.
Chance. Oh, fantastic catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Cuts that off well in the infield.
The captain's going to change things around in the field. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Got him. That's the one they wanted. Full swinging and straight through.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings.
First ball for the batter, coming in. Yadav watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Straight to the fielder. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Khan from the pavilion end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Porell waited on that and guides it down to third. The fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Goes over the top with that shot.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Great commitment. Gone, knocked them over, just too much pace there.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. You'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball though. Can't get that outside the ring field. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. End of the over, 6 dot balls. Just a masterclass of bowling. Brilliant diving stop. The Titans has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Power and precision in that shot.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crushed away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Krishna has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Too much width and got the full treatment. You've just got to stand and admire.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Couldn't get it through the field. The Titans with a strong appeal. That should be given. Big dive from the fielder. Tremendous catch.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. That's the over. Delhi are 9 for 49.
Now 9 for 49.
Sundar, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the stadium end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Sundar with a huge appeal. The Titans having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review, though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? The fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Yeah. Great decision by the ump. Challenge wasn't successful.
Encouraging the bowler to take a few more risks as the fields moved around.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Sundar ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Siraj, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Edged it. No one there. Could be four. There's a chance if it hits. last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. Sunda from the stadium end. Edged, unplayable. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. This could be out. And caught. That's just superb. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
No, no, no. Terrible shot. Was quick onto that in the infield. Beautifully timed drive, but it's smashed straight into the bowler's stumps. Oh dear, the batter looks really annoyed with that one. Nearly gets the edge. Start with a great delivery there. Wow, that's missed a lot. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Natarajan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Misses everything. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Shot, straight down the ground, stand and deliver stuff from the batter.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Over, the Titans are none for 18.
With 2 down, they're already ahead of the required run rate quite easily early on.
Yadav, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the stadium end.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Cuts that off well in the infield. Oh my, that's stuck. What a catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. And out. 2 wickets, 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. 2 straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
All about the bat speed, that one. Got under the short ball. The boundary's too short for this batter.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Oh, don't worry about chasing that. That might be on the roof. A killer blow. And that's consecutive 6s.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Doesn't beat the infield.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Butler has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Yada from the stadium end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nicely taken, catching the slips. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Phillips, there's plenty from these bowlers.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Great shot. Through that.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
End of the over. 13 coming from it. The Titans are 3 for 60.
End of the 5th, and the bowlers have been getting some stick. The field will spread out soon, so they might look to bowl to more defensive fields.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Gone aerial with that one. Will land safe. Might not be full.
Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
This match, please take care and drive safely on your way home.
Extremely comfortable win. Just brilliant on so many levels. You can't compete with that level of skill.
Team really in it today. An exceptional display that saw a very easy win. That's all from us in the commentary box. Hope to see you again very soon.